Thomas, from the Socialist Party, I mentioned at the start, with a new seat, but listening to that news, we felt in this room that it was surprising to suddenly call that. Tell me what you think the factors at play are here. What's causing so many people, even in bigger numbers, at the European elections to go for the far right?
Just to clarify one thing, so I'm not a member of the Socialist Party, I'm a member of Place Publique, which is the party, the coalition,
yes.
Just to be clear.
The party of Raphael Glucksmann within the...
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, I mean, European elections are about Europe. And what Macron has been doing for several months is to nationalize that election. And he's just done that again in a way that we'll see what happens. But maybe in the future we'll see that it was a bit reckless, to say the least. Emmanuel Macron has been making gift to the far right, at least since December, since the migration law that he did pass with the support of the Rassemblement National. And just a few minutes ago, he gave to the Rassemblement National what they've been asking for, which is a snap election. So that's, I mean, he's the president, he was elected, that's his choice. Now we're facing a responsibility both in France and in Europe, which is to make sure that the far right does not come back in power. I mean, they were kicked out of power all over Europe 8 years ago. They should never be coming back. And we've been seeing the centrists making alliances with them time and again, in Flanders, in Sweden, in Finland, and in the Netherlands. And I mean, more than ever, now is the time to fight the far right night and day, every day of the week, to kick them out of power.
And yet the Rassemblement National, the National Rally, say, we don't use the F word, fascist. We've kicked out the AfD, the Alternative for Deutschland, from the Identity and Democracy. They call themselves a party representing the people. They talk about migration, but they're trying to clearly shift themselves away of the father of Marine Le Pen and the family legacy that they clearly have.
Sure, I mean, the far right have had a capacity to deceive people for a very long time. I mean, in political science, because I'm a researcher first and foremost, we call that a catch-all party. They're going to say whatever they want, and then they're going to do something else. I mean, Marine Le Pen, a few years ago, wanted to leave the Eurozone. Now she wants to stay in it. I think it was 2 months ago, Marine Le Pen wanted to leave the European energy market. Jordan Bardella changed his mind. I mean, those are major things. And they're just, changing their mind, on a whim, depending on the opinion poll. So obviously, when you have a party that is dishonest and that, has the capacity to deceive people, I mean, it's easier to fool a few electors, of which, they care very little about them. But those electors of the Rassemblement National, a lot of them are angry. There are good reasons to be angry, especially today. And we, Social Democrats, as we did in the past, need to be able to come up with a project. We need to be able to listen to the people and to be the alternative to the far right, like we were decades ago and like we are today.